And so, Brother Charles, we turn it over to you for your remarks on love one another.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning once again. I love you all. My title today will be Loving One Another. The love of God. That is saving one another. Living with one another. Connecting with one another. Christianity is centered on love. The love of God. God already sent His only begotten Son. He sacrificed His only begotten Son to save us all for our sin. That was a great love He showed to humanity. He showed us that He loved us by sending His Son to die for us. We too can selflessly love each other. We can also sacrificially love each other. We live in the world that is divided by selfishness, conflict, war, hatred. Believers are called to reflect on God's love, to show kindness, forgiveness, and to be patient. I will go to John 13. Jesus demonstrated a wonderful love before the Passover to the disciples. He demonstrated how the disciple could save one another, how you could save one another by washing the feet of the disciples. Being the Son of God, He knows that even some of His disciples were not loyal to Him. He knew that Judas Iscariot was going to betray Him. He also knew that Peter would deny Him before the cock crows 3 times. He knew that after His resurrection, Thomas would doubt Him. But when He took a bowl of water with a towel, He didn't show any distinction. Oh, I know you are not loyal to me. I'm not going to wash your feet. I know you will deny me in the future. I will not wash your feet. He washed all their feet and cleaned them with a towel. That was a kind of humanity and a kind of a selfless love to the disciples. And what did He say to the disciples after washing their feet? He didn't say, I wash your feet, so you in return wash mine. He said, go and you wash other people's feet. Go and do same to other. I will read from John 13. I will read 34 to 35. A new commandment I give you. Love one another as I love you. So you must love one another. And by this, everyone will know that you are my disciples. This is not the kind of love that is to be reciprocated. It is a kind of love from the heart when you deeply love someone, when you deeply affectionate kind of love that you show to the people in need. If you love one another, then God lives in you. I'll go to Matthew chapter 5 and I read verse 44. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. And you will ask, how do I love my enemies? How do I love people who persecute me? You can love the people who persecute you by praying for their well-being. You can pray for their transformation. You can bless and not to curse them. And above all, you can forgive them. Because when you forgive one another, you save a whole lot of burden on your shoulder. But when you hold on to someone, you are carrying a burden too. So, brothers and sisters, let's continue to show love to one another. Let's continue to be Christ-like. Let's continue to save one another. Because in saving one another, we show God's humanity, we show the love of God. First Corinthians 13, verse 1. If I speak in tongues of men or angels, but do not love, I am only a resounding gong. If we have all the knowledge, if we have all the money, if we can teach, if we can prophesy, if we can make miracles, but we show no love, we are just empty vessels. What is then love? 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 to 7. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easy to anger. It keeps no wrong. Love does not delight in evil. With love, you will always rejoice. And with love, the truth can always prevail. Love always protects others. Love will always trust others. If you love someone, you can trust him. If you love someone, you can hope in that person. And love is perseverance. That we can continue to endure and persevere with one another. Romans 5, verse 8. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. While we were still sinners, God demonstrated his love for us. He sent his only begotten Son into the world, that whoever believeth in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. 1 Peter 4, verse 8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. If you are in love with somebody, there will be no reason to do something bad to that person. There will be no reason for you to cause problems if you are in love. And in love, there will be no room for sin. John 21, verse 15 to 17. After Jesus appeared again to his disciple by the Sea of Galilee, he asked Peter, "Peter, did you love me?" And Peter said, "Lord, you know I loved you." And he continued again. He said, "If you love me, feed my lambs." And he continued again, "Peter, did you love me?" Say, "Lord, you know I loved you." Say, "If you love me, feed my sheep." And he said it a third time again. And Peter was hurt. Say, "Lord, you know everything. You know I loved you." Say, "If you love me, feed my sheep." This was after the resurrection at the seaside. Before his death, Peter has denied him 3 times, same. This was a kind of a restoration to Peter. That whoever has sinned and come to Christ will be restored, will be forgiven. I will take you to 1 John chapter 4, And I will read from verse 20 to 21. 1 John chapter 4, verse 20 to 21. Whoever claims to love God, yet hate a brother or sister, is a liar. Whoever does not love their brother and sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. Has any of you seen God? Who among you have seen God? None of us have seen God. But God will manifest through a brother or a sister. And if you hate your brother and your sister, and you claim you love God, then genuinely you don't love God. But if you love your brother or your sister, if you love one another, then you are loving God. And he has given us the command. Anyone who loves God must also love the brother or the sister. This was going to be a very short talk. Brothers and sisters, as we live here today, as we live from here, let us all be determined to love one another as Christ has loved us. We make God's love visible. We'll make God's love visible in the world by loving others. Know that we are truly his disciple. We ought to love one another. Thank you.